Hey friends, it's Jenny, and I'm getting ready to work on a layout that I was inspired from this sketch that was out on the interwebs for International Scrapbook Day. And this is a sketch by Bramble Fox. This was for one of their challenges, and I'm not sure if I'm going to add it to the album or not yet. I didn't read, honestly, all the directions. I just really like the sketch, so I printed a couple of them out. So this sketch inspired me. I'm going to be using my April collection obsession, which was the Doodlebug collection. What inspired me about this were the three banners in the middle. I also like, this will be a sketch I keep around to use again and again because I do like these circle photos there. However, I'm going to use one 4x6 photo for this. What I liked about this is, you know, the border at the top, the banners, a little bit of mixed media, some embellishments. It really just, I saw it and I really liked it. So let me show you what I plan to use. So this is the photo I'm going to use, and there is a story behind this photo. My daughter and her family belong to their community pool, and there's always an announcement when it's time to go, and they just so happened to be at Menards doing some shopping, and they were playing with these swords with their daughter, and she had said at the time that, okay, yeah, everything, she's repeated exactly what the closing statement is, you know, like, everybody put your things down, put them away, it's time to go. And they just started cracking up. So they had sent me this picture, so this is the one I'm gonna use to document. The things that I've pulled here are, I do have a cute little doodle pop, a nice rainbow. I'm going to be using this 6x6 piece of paper for this piece right here. I have a die that I'm going to be using to make that shape. So I thought the sunshines would be really cute for that. I have the package of ephemera. I haven't picked anything out yet. I will dig through that later. For the border, I'm going to cut 1 inch of this to use this for that border at top. And then for the scallop portion and the stitching portion, I'm going to use these. These are from these are from Doodlebug as well, and they are called paper frills. So I picked out the 2 green ones to go with that. I don't know what alpha I'm going to use yet. I think I actually may mix some things up because I'm not positive of my title yet, but I'll get there. I don't know if I'll use anything with this cut apart, but I included it just in case I decide to use something. I do want to keep this as a cut apart. I'm not planning to use the black flowers at this moment. So this may not even get used with this layout, but I have it available if I want to use it. I will be cutting this piece of paper into one of the banners, so we'll have a heart banner. The back of this is this fantastic rainbow. Maybe I'll use this as one of the other banners. The way I'm looking at this sketch, it looks to me like one of the banners should be 6 inches, and these two would probably be 4 inches. But since this 6 inches, you know, really, what do you need? Maybe a 6x4 piece? I have to remember that I don't need the full banner on this back one, that I just need the bottom part so that I don't, you know, save this paper. I love it. So, yes, thoughts are going through my head. So I plan to use this piece of paper. I have a solid to use. I picked out a couple solids as I didn't want too much, you know, too many patterns competing with each other. So I have this nice pink. The other side of this is the rainbows. I don't plan on using the rainbows. Things can change, right? Now these papers so far are all from the Hello Again collection. This particular paper is from the Fairy Tales collection, and I just pulled it for the purple if I want to make a purple banner. And this was the other side, so I don't plan to use the little unicorns, but I know I'll have enough left for another layout, so I'm not worried about that. I was thinking of using this and the white cardstock and putting the black around it, and then my banners down the middle here. I was thinking maybe I'll even use, because I am going to gut this, maybe I'll use part of the black as one of the banners. I don't know yet. This again is from the Hello Again collection. Looking at the sketch, I did identify And I kind of like that there might be some mixed media here. So I have some Heidi Swap Color Shine in black that I plan to use. For that 6x6 piece of paper, here is the die I plan to use. So I'm just going to put this at the bottom of that and cut that out. I have several banners here I could use to make the banner that is evident here on the sketch, but I also have this punch, so it'll just depend on what size I need to go with. But that is my plan for this particular sketch. I'm going to be using my, like I said, it's my April Collection Obsession kit, and I still have it out and I still want to use it, and I thought this picture was perfect. So let me go ahead, get some things laid out, cut, and we'll come back. Hey friends, it's Jenny, and I'm coming back with my completed layout that I did with my April Collection Obsession kit. Now, as a reminder, I was inspired by a sketch from Bramble Fox that they put out for International Scrapbook Day. I was really inspired just by the topper along with the banners and, you know, the little bit of mixed media. My photos are not circles. I do have minimal embellishing, and I will definitely be keeping this sketch to use again. What I came up with, as I said, I did use my April Collection Obsession that I had the Doodlebug Hello Again collection in. And I'm double checking that that's the name of it, but I believe so. I had Fairy Garden in there, and I had some Hello Again. Yes, and these papers are from Hello Again. So as you can see, I've got across the top that piece of paper along with a scallop, and then the zigzag here, and as I've mentioned before, those are Doodlebug paper frills. I did use the die that I had talked about here to get this piece, and I did cut it from the 6x6 pads, and it has little sunshines on there. Sunshine happy faces, if you can see that. Decorated it with some of the from the sticker sheet. I cut the banner. I actually ended up using a 1-inch strip and just dovetailed it myself. Where the other photo had, or the sketch had those 2 circle photos here and then embellishments in the middle, I have just one photo that I used here. And so I just did some embellishing on the 2 sides. So I've got my triangle here. I did go ahead and use some black Heidi Swap Color Shine and dimensional adhesive for sure under the photo, under the leaves of the butterflies. And I was telling you there was a story about this photo where they had gone to Menards after I'm gonna have to see if this will let me pick it up because it's looking kind of crooked. It's probably not gonna let me pick it up, but okay. They were at Menards, they were playing with the sword fights, and all of a sudden Quinn says, "The time is now 6:30, and we will be ceasing all water activities." And they were going to the pool a lot. So for her to remember the whole, you know, because she was just like, okay, the time is now 6:30, like she was, you know, fighting for her life, but now it's 6:30 and they have to cease. So it was just a kind of a cute story. I know my daughter was cracking up when she shared it with me. So I did use that white background, as I mentioned. I did gut this, and I did not use any of this for the actual inside of the layout, except for the banner here. I used those 3 pieces of paper here. Actually, let's see. This is a striped paper on the back, so it's not one of the papers that were. I ended up gluing a lot of things down because I kept picking them up with my when they were taped down, because I was trying to get them straight, and I was just struggling. I was on the struggle bus, and so ended up getting them to a place where I then just glued them down. This is from last July, as I mentioned, and really it was just to play. I saw that sketch, I liked it. I figured, what can I come up with? Now, the letters that I came up with are actually old letters that I keep in my stash that I'm trying to remember. I've talked previously about all the thickers that I have, and now I've got, I still have a jillion thickers, but I do have all of these kind of tile stickers. I've got an envelope here of Simple Stories ones. What you have in here is, I use this Chickanity Jolly Good. This is from 2014 for the 630. I have got Basic Gray in here, Ellie Studio, some more Doodlebug. So I've got all kinds. There's Jelly Bean Soup, Webster's Pages, Avalicious Puffy ones. So these are just on a ring. These are all Jelly Bean Soup that I have very close to my desk, so I'm trying to remember to use them. The other font that I used is this one from Webster's Pages, and this also came from 2014. So they were just stickers from Hall Pass collection, but they're just black tile stickers. I have a whole binder clipper thing here of October afternoon ones too. So with my dies and all of the alpha I have, I probably never have to buy another alpha again. But like I've talked before in other videos, dang you Simple Stories for coming out with all the foam titles, because I love them. And they're more decorative and a title that you don't have to think of by spelling things out yourself. But anyway, I'm still going to try to use, I actually was very successful, knock on wood, when I was scrapbooking just for National Scrapbook Day, of using letters, you know, thickers for my titles throughout that time. So I'm calling it a win. But as I'm rambling here, this is the layout that I made just for no reason at all. Just I saw a sketch, I liked it. I have a story to tell. I have papers that I want to kind of work through. What has really inspired me is my friend Melanie from She Said Scrapper. She buys something and crazy thought, she uses it. She's been scrapbooking with the Hello Again collection and some Just Because from Bella Boulevard, and it's like when I buy supplies because I have an idea that, oh, it's so pretty, I want to have it. She buys supplies and he uses them right away, where I am like opposite, and I'm trying to be more like Melanie. If I'm getting it, I want to at least make a layout or two using a collection that I've purchased. So work in progress. All of it's a work in progress. I love paper without a doubt. I love to look at it. I love to talk about it. I love to have it. That's just the way it is, and it's just, again, a work in progress. But let me know what you think of my cute little layout here. Let me know if you have this Doodlebug collection. Like I said, this is combinations of the Hello Again, and this is from Fairy Garden. These are just bought individually, the strips. The ephemera is all from Hello Again. The stickers are from different collections, but I enjoyed putting this together. Now I did have to take my whole title up and then draw lines to get everything straight, because here you think you've got these tiles that you can lay, you know, automatically just they put next to each other, but holy moly, if you had seen my crooked title before, you would have been cracking up. I'm not the straightest, my eye doesn't see straight. Don't know why, just doesn't. But as I continue to ramble, I want to say thank you. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy what you see. And please like, comment, subscribe, all that good thing. I love when you interact with me. It just makes me feel even more inspired to share more and do more. And this is my hobby and I love it. So again, thank you. Please like, comment, subscribe. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.